How we doing, YouTube? Stevie here. It is, I don't know what it is, September 15th, something like that. About 50 days to Election Day. I don't know if that's exactly accurate, so don't take my word for that. I just kind of Googled it before, and that's what came up, but I don't know if that's correct or not. But it is the 15th today, so that's not too far off. Out here in the woods, a warm day in northwest Indiana. We had some weather forecasters saying that it was going to be a very cool fall. And we had a cool week or so, 10 days. It was pretty nice, but it's been just flat warm this last week. It's been like summertime. Not humid, but it's been like summertime. And next week's supposed to be in the 80s, upper 80s, mid 80s and upper 80s, which sometimes can lead to the wind's blowing. I hope that doesn't too loud on the sound. May have to do this again. Usually I have my hat on. Out here in the woods, my favorite place to be. I thought I'd do a quick little video on the preparing for the political unrest. Wonder what you guys are doing, guys and girls are doing to get ready. Cats, I'm infested. Cats and turkeys, and puppy here just wants to get rubbed. She hears me talking. Anyway, what you guys are doing, regardless of who's going to win, one's going to be bad, the other's going to be worse in terms of political unrest. And so this isn't a video to say who's from a political standpoint who you should vote for, who you shouldn't vote for, but just to kind of wonder what you guys are thinking, what you guys are doing. I'm doing some preparation, a little bit more aggressive than maybe I normally would for wintertime. Normally I try to get prepared for wintertime. When you live down a dead-end road, sometimes doesn't get plowed very soon. You can be snowed in. Now, granted, it's pretty hard for me to be snowed in. I got equipment. I can get in and out if I want to. But you know what I'm saying. You can be kind of hibernating for a while if the roads are real bad and everything shuts down. So you kind of always need to be, when you live out in the woods, you got to be prepared to be homebound for a few days, if not for a couple weeks in wintertime. If you're, slightly person who's, normal, I guess I should say. That's not the word I'm looking for, but just general preparedness for our weather. So I'm doing a little bit more than that. Anyway, I mean, I'm doing that, and then I'm going to do a little bit more than that. Anyway, try to be set up to where I can be home for a month or so if I needed to be, which I can kind of be now, pretty much all the time. But just triple make sure I got plenty of everything that I need, fuel and plenty of meat and things like that, in case something was to happen. Because I mean, I don't know. This election's tight as a tick right now, from what everybody who's supposed to act like they know what they're talking about says. So take that with a grain of salt, because they lie to us all the time on both sides. So you really don't know if it's close or not close at all. But if I think we can say without too much doubt that if President Trump wins, the left will burn these cities to the ground. They will make what those college kids did over Gaza look like amateur hour. They'll make BLM or the George Floyd's riot look like they're just that was just a warm-up. And make no mistake, that is the militant wing of the Democratic Party. Those crazy college kids and those activist groups, they've been quiet for the last year. Have you noticed that? They got them quieted down now that we're getting close to election time. But you can rest assured that if the wrong person wins, they will be given the green light to do whatever kind of destruction they want to do, and they will do it. So that's where I'm the most nervous from, is from those crazies and what they'll do. But on the other side, if it's a close election and Trump supporters think that it was rigged or cheated, Now, I don't think that they will do what the left would do, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't do anything. I'm going to go do another video where I get in, maybe break down each of these kind of individually, what could happen. But you could, if it's not close, then probably not that, on the Republican side, I'm saying now. If Vice President Harris wins by a lot, then not too much will happen directly. Those effects will be much later. If it's really, really close and there looks like there could be shenanigans, that's where I would be worried about the right. But like I said, they're not the kind that generally go burn down cities and things like that, but who knows what could happen. The left, on the other hand, we know what they'll do, because they do burn down cities and neighborhoods. Usually their own. They start with their own and burn those down first. So that, it's kind of interesting what you guys are doing. I've always got a fairly good supply of you can't say those words on the tubes because you get in trouble. But and I'm far enough out into the wilderness here where I don't think I have to worry about really that kind of direct violence or issues like that. It would be situations where you just can't get out, martial law, that kind of stuff, where it's just not safe to go into the cities, or so they just shut things down. Here in Northwest Indiana, I don't think we are close to Chicago, but I don't think we have to worry too much about directly, but it could be a situation where they just lock everything down. And if you're close to one of those spots, though, or you're in an area where maybe you're not the majority group, whatever that would be, left or right, that would be concerning. But otherwise, I'm just making sure I got plenty of food on hand, stuff that that'll keep. You don't have to worry about that, and just getting to where if I had to stay in, I'm really gearing up anyway I want to be able to stay at home for multiple months and not have to leave if I don't want to, or if I can't. If I don't want to, or I can't. I want to be in a position where I can stay right here at home for multiple months and not miss a beat. Have plenty of money to keep the bills paid, and plenty of food and power for the generator, fuel for the generator, and to keep the refrigerator going and keep the meat froze. And I do have to get another beef. We don't have enough beef for wintertime, but that's the only really big thing I have to get between now and then. And then, like I said, on the in terms of what the right will do, I'll do another video about how that would be, because that's a longer deal. The long-term effects of what would happen if Vice President Harris wins. That is a scary proposition, but it's a very real one. Anyway, so we're almost to 9 minutes. And I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody had a good weekend, got outside and did something good. I always encourage you to go outside and do something outside. I hope you did. I said it's dry as a you-know-what here in Northwest Indiana, and warm, way too warm for what it should be this time of year. Leaves are just starting to turn a littlest bit. The cottonwoods, they turn first. They're starting to turn a little bit. Next couple of weeks will be more. Big moon this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. A big super moon, lunar eclipse, and the harvest moon, all at the same time. So if you do get outside, take a look up, because there's going to be I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is when it'll be at its biggest. So, all right, everybody, God bless, and we'll talk again soon.